Looking for the best Wi-Fi extenders to suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get Number 1. Linksys RE9000. You'd be forgiven for assuming that the RE9000 was a full router rather than an extender, because of its large case, 4 antennas, and 4 Ethernet ports on its back. And, to be fair, it can be used as a full router. However, its main purpose is to extend a fast network from a powerful router. It supports the AC3000 standard, one of the fastest non-Wi-Fi 6 variants, and also includes 4 Ethernet ports. That would make it perfect for something like an office or a garage with several devices in it that need internet access, as it can extend both wireless and wired connections. It is expensive, though. It is the priciest of the models we looked at by a significant margin. You get what you pay for, though. We also found that it was the fastest of the extenders that we tested, handling a 4K video without breaking a sweat and offering upload and download speeds of just over 200 megabits per second during testing. That's significantly faster than the other extenders in our tests. However, it's important to note that you'll only see this kind of speed if the RE9000 is twinned with a router that supports the same AC3000 standard. We'll talk about these standards in a moment. Number 2. TP-Link RE220. The TP-Link RE220 is an inexpensive, Bluetooth-capable Wi-Fi extender that offers acceptable performance, is relatively easy to set up, and includes an Ethernet port for connecting a non-Wi-Fi enabled device. Around the same size as a deck of cards, the RE220 features a number of small LED status lights and a tiny button for connecting the device to a network using WPS. This extender only supports the AC750 standard, which is the slowest of the 802.11 AC variants currently available. Even if it's connected to a router that's capable of faster transfers, the RE220 can only extend the router's network signal at its AC750 speed. As such, we recommend that you invest in a router and extender which both support the same AC standard. More on this in a moment. We found that the speed of the network created by the RE220 was adequate for casual use. Although the speeds were only around 30 megabits per second, it was adequate for casual web browsing and editing a Google document. When streaming a 4K video, however, it stuttered several times as my laptop waited for more data to be downloaded over the extender's slow connection. Our only criticism of the RE220's design is the location of the Ethernet port on the bottom of the device. When plugged into a wall socket, an attached Ethernet cable attached to the extender will block the socket below where the hardware has been plugged in. This problem is easily overcome, however, by plugging the RE220 into the lower electrical outlet. Number 3. TP-Link RE650. The TP-Link RE650 is fast enough for several people to browse the web at once, but it is not as fast as some of the other more expensive extenders we tested. It looks kind of like a brutalist teddy bear, with its 4 antenna arms outstretched to give you a hug. At 6.5 inches tall and 1.5 inches deep, it's one of the largest of the extenders that we looked at. With the RE650's antennas folded out, the width of this extender's footprint is bumped up to 8 inches. So it needs a lot of space in order to be set up correctly. Additionally, it requires a grounded, 3-pin power socket. While it can be plugged directly into your wall, its large size makes it better suited to being plugged into an extension cord, so the remaining plug can still be used. During testing, we measured speeds of around 120 megabits per second, which is plenty fast for a couple of computers browsing the web or emailing. It was also quite capable of streaming a 4K video without delay. That's because the RE650 supports the fast AC2600 standard and includes multiple in, multiple out, MIMO, radios that can send and receive several signals at once. Number 4. Netgear EX6110. The EX6110 is the smallest Wi-Fi extender we tested, but it is also rather slow. It will struggle with more than a couple of users browsing the web. Its dimensions are similar to those of many smart plugs. Its feature list is just as diminutive as the extender itself. It only supports the slower AC1200 standard. MIMO and tri-band Wi-Fi are not supported. As such, it isn't a particularly fast device. We measured the speed of the EX6110's extended network at an average 30 megabits per second, making a 4K video a bit more than it could handle. We found its installation process had a few quirks. Strangely, there is no companion app for this device. Setup is completed through a web browser that provides access to Netgear's Installation Assistant. The Installation Assistant is designed to take you through the process of picking the network you want to extend and testing its signal strength. However, when attempting to use both an Android tablet and smartphone, we weren't able to complete the extender's setup. Partway through the step-by-step process, the next button on the web page refused to respond. Restarting the setup process, using a laptop, proved successful. Number 5. Netgear Nighthawk X4S EX7500. In theory, the X4S should be one of the faster extenders we tested, but we found that it struggled with more than 1 or 2 users browsing the web. It supports 3 Wi-Fi frequency bands, one 2.4 GHz and two 5 GHz, and the AC2200 variant of Wi-Fi. The multiple antennas and radios that this requires take up space. As such, the X4S is a little beefier than most of the devices we tested for this guide. Despite its size, we found that it was still possible to plug another power cable into the adjacent electrical socket while the extender was connected. During testing, we found that the X4S wasn't especially fast. Working with an AC2900 router, we found that we only got about 30 to 40 megabits per second of speed. This was fast enough to watch a 4K video without problems, and the signal spread noticeably further than with other extenders, so it could be a good option if you need to cover a wider area and already have a fast router.